What's going on, guys? We seemed to have gotten ourselves into a bit of a pickle pre-market here. So I'm already down 502, and they were good setups. I just maybe took a little too much size on them and tried the same trade too many times, and now we're here. Let me show you what happened here. So the hourly, I bought the long here on NQ, got stopped out. Bought the hourly here on ES, got stopped out. Bought the hourly here on YM, got stopped out. So I just took, I think I just took the same trade on too many instruments, which means I had too much size in the same trade. So I pretty much have one full size trade left before I have to really size down. And I really don't want to size down, so I'm gonna wait for the most amount of criteria that I can. I'm not just gonna randomly buy a price unless we get all the way down to like 40, right? Because I see no hourly setup until we get all the way down to 64. If I go on the 4 hour, the only thing I see is the 4 hour. So the 4 hour on NQ, we have a breakup candle right here at, what's the high of that? 77.50. So the only place I would just sort of blindly take a full-size trade is right there. In the 78, 77, 79 area. But we'll kind of see what happens here. I just gotta stay. I shouldn't have taken. So basically, I took like double my size, I guess, or a little bit more. Anyways, that's fine. I'm not gonna let the P&L affect me here. We've got short setups pretty much on every time frame. I'm not gonna just randomly buy this. I'm not too like. It's kind of whatever. Market's open. Market opened technically with a long, but into a short, into the 5-minute 9. I'm not going to long this. I'm not going to short this. We could easily rip like we always do. We could easily break down. Both of them seem very, very likely. Let's look at SPX. SPX is important. Opened in no man's land. Well, I don't want to buy the middle of the range either. So I'm looking for like a breakdown on SPX. Let's see if I can just bring that over. I'm not going to do anything in the first couple minutes anyways. Can you see that? Yeah, so we open in the middle of the range, close the gap into the short setup. We might head lower here, get to this low, might get lower. We might just get bought up as well. There's a decent short all the way up here at 85. I don't want to take another trade and get stopped out. So I'm going to wait for the most amount of criteria that I can. And that probably just means waiting until the 70s on NQ. That's the safest, by far the safest thing I can do is just buy.
Order working.
Like buy 80, right? So, who knows if we'll get it. Let's bring up SPX again. Where's a good spot to put that? I don't know. So part of trading is managing these emotions. Like I'm really sort of like feeling it. Like, like I'm so close to getting funded and I'm gonna already screw it up, like all of this stuff, right? So just gonna bring it back to the setups. See, look at this. I'm just not.
Order filled.
Woo! Yo, that fill. Get me back up to 95. Yep. 95.
Order filled.
Holy sh... That's why you have your order out? Dude, what the heck was that? That's why you have your order out? Oh man, I shouldn't have... listen, I'm taking the profit. I'm being safe. I'm making sure I don't do anything... What the frick, man? So I take it off at 94 and we're already up another 20 points. That's crazy. You're gonna probably have to rewind and watch that. That was a very fast $300 trade right there. I had my order at 80. Pretty much got filled at the bottom. That was pretty sick. That was pretty sick. Yo, I'm kind of just like stunned right now. It's like, what the hell just happened? So, plan's the same. Clearly there's a nice bullish rippy bias like we've had every morning. So I'm trying to take advantage of that long, right? I don't want to short that. Like if I was short that, I would have already covered into that long. That was a decent short, but we could have stopped here before we dipped there. We could have stopped here. We could have stopped here. And then you're liable just to get ripped like that. Holy shit, the buying, bro, is just crazy. 5-minute candle's about to close. That's a disgusting ripper, dude. That's a disgusting ripper. If I'd have just held on, eh? Just to the close of the, excuse me, to the 5-minute candle. All right, well, it's setting up. It's setting up again for this long. It's a beautiful long setup right here.
Order working.
5-minute candle's going to close. Let's see a dip into it. I don't want to rip first. No. I want it to just slam down into this setup and then send it higher. Now I'm a little more comfortable with the risk because I'm not so close to the daily loss of $1,000. So we can just kind of take it chill. I wonder if it'll actually get all the way back down there. SPX chilling, kind of ripping, right? My mouse just disconnected again. There's all sorts of fun stuff going on today. This morning. We might get it. We might get it.
Order filled.
Got it. Let's see where this long takes me. It's going to take me back to Stop-Outville, isn't it? Let's see. We can see a little more than that, can't we? Let's see 10 points.
Order cancelled.
No, I'm not. That doesn't look like it's going to work. Oh, man. That felt like it's going to go lower. So I took it off right where I got filled. I actually think I made like 10 bucks on that. I know that probably did not look systematic, but I at least thought that it was going to come down lower. Oh, and look at that. It's taking off. Oh, man. Trading's fun, isn't it? I gotta wait till the end of this candle. I'm clearly not totally on my game, and I'm not gonna let that screw up my decision making. ES almost dipped into the setup. I feel like NQ is now gonna Well, it's not taking off. So this is I was at least right about the sketchiness, right? Like, we should be just ripping, but we're kind of just chilling. And ES, like SPX here, is, SPX is sending it. How do I get rid of this? Look, SPX is just freaking taking off, and NQ's doing nothing. NQ's pretty heavy, and I feel like I felt it. So I wouldn't want to sit through this chop. That means the trade is not an A+. I don't want to be in it anyways. Even if it goes higher from here, I'm not going to be upset. So let's just wait. I want to wait for a good hourly setup. And there's nothing yet. There might be a reversal setup. I might have to wait to the top of the hour. I might just have to wait, and I'm alright with that. Why does my mouse keep doing this? Everything's just... Bro, like, come on, computer, get it together. Let's try a different port. I've never gotten that before. So, okay, we're up 15 points. And we're kind of now just hovering. If I didn't take it off there, I would have definitely taken it off there. Nice push on ES. SPX is going right into a short setup. I'm not buying. So NQ technically just confirmed over the long and then gave us an entry right there. I don't know about that, bro. And I've already missed it. And I would have already sold. SPX is headed up into a short setup. I could take that with a really tight stop. Really tight. 3 points.
Order working. Order filled.
Yep, right into it. First tap of it, bring us back down 5 points. Risking 3 points, that's a pretty good trade. Bring us back down. Yep, a little more.
Order cancelled.
Took it off there. Just taking little gains here and there. That was literally only $50. You see how I'm like trading differently? I'm trading differently than the last few days. I can feel it. So I'm a little more hesitant, which I think is fine. I'm taking good setups, fine. I'm recognizing that like maybe this actually is not the best short. We're not at a big hourly level. I'm kind of just searching for a trade. I'm not really letting it come to me. So and then like there's a little bit of hesitancy and I take it off maybe sooner than I should have. So I don't know if these are like flat out trading errors. I think there's logic behind it. I'm trying to scalp my way back to like green, and I only need $300 to qualify, right? Like, let me show you here. Like, I need to distract myself. So we'll show you here what's going on. Put that on Paint. My BLUSKY account. Gotta hide all the numbers here somehow. Brushes. Okay, we'll get that out of there. We'll get my password out of there. That'd be nice if you guys were not stealing my password, you know? Okay, let's see if I can show this. Yes, I can. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. What can you see? Yeah, so it's my BLUSKY account. Talked about it a lot. First day was good. Second day, good. Third day, good. Fourth day, this is where we're at. So I actually only need a profit target of 30.10, so $3,010. And I'm at 2,500. Actually, I'm now at 2,550. So I'm trying not to screw this up, but I'm not letting P&L affect me. I'm trying to trade my system. I'm trying to not get affected by these emotional triggers, and I think I'm doing pretty well so far. Yeah, NQ is just having trouble, dude. Now there's a long setup here, but that's not a long on SPX. Right there. That would have been it. 102. 15-point stop, $300. Stop it. What, 85? Yeah. No, see, fuck that. No. So the question is, where am I going to buy it now? Now that this long failed, if we head lower, we're going to break new lows. We're going to head lower. So I was looking at this right here. This has been bought up twice on the 28th. Was that yesterday? That was where we held. I think that's the next best spot for one of those quick bounces like I got at the open. So 40.25. Who knows if we're going to get that low? 40. Maybe it'll flash into it. 40.25. Put my order.
Order working.
Put my order at 42. Maybe I'll get it again. Maybe we'll get lucky. But that's all. Can you see that? It's all the way down where my mouse is. This is not a long here. Not yet, at least. So if we hold that 4 hour, like if we have a 5-minute reversal setup on that 4 hour setup that I took, I'll take this again. For sure, I'll take this again. Because we'll get a bounce back up maybe into 07. And then we might head lower. But I'm just looking for signs of reversal. Signs of reversal. That first one, huge rip off of it, right? And that was sold off because it was the first tap of it. The first bounce is usually pretty powerful. But to actually form an actual reversal, we have to spend some time down here. We have to build some volume. We have to get people interested. We have to have a nice pattern. We have to get people accumulating. So we'll either see that right now, or we're just going to break down into the frickin' abyss. Oh, excuse me. I was thinking about buying that again. So I'll buy this 84 now that we're forming a 5-minute reversal setup. Dang, look at that. So this shows that like the bulls want to get long, and they're getting long. They're just also getting sold into. Yo, look at this fucking rip. And the best spot to do it 2 times in a row was at the 4 hour setup. And that would have been it. I probably would have been up what I have to be up to fund this account. Pretty good short up there too. Give me the long. That'll be pretty sick if I get that long. So the actual 4-hour number, was it 77? Yeah, look at that. Double tap right into it right here. Sick. 77.50. This deserves a 10-point stop. Well, no, it doesn't. 15 point. This is enough criteria for me to take a trade. It's a 5-minute pattern, a reversal pattern, but it's on top of a 4-hour level, a big 4-hour level. Still got a minute left. Excuse me. How'd that ES short go? It looked like it went well. Yep, it did. Could have just held it. I have the right ideas. You see, I'm just getting a little triggered and taking stuff off early. In the middle of nowhere here, ES or SPX is really neither a long or a short. But I have a really good setup on NQ. So even if we just hover around here and we don't do anything too crazy, NQ could give me what I need out of this market right now. You see, you wait for confirmation like that, and you might not get the price. Like, we might just not get the price. I'm ready for that too, so.
Order working.
Took out the short setup. Are we just going to head higher? Are we just going to do that thing where we effing rip through everything? Or do we have to do one more shakeout? Let's, okay, that's a 15-minute short. Longing here is just dumb. Like, I realize it might just work, but it's kind of dumb. And maybe I won't get this trade for another 10 minutes. I don't know. But I'm not going to end this stream or end this day on like a rule-breaking note or like a, you know, so we're just chilling. We're just hanging out. I'm just gonna have to wait. Just sit here and wait. I feel like traders are thinking the same thing. They're not buying here. Or if they, like, the smart ones probably are not. I don't know. And then the ones that aren't smart, the dummies, are gonna get dumped on. They're gonna get stopped out into the long, and then we're gonna rip. But like that was the trade. It was just the trade without any confirmation, and I'd already be done. So I'm really taking it the second time, which you can interpret as like not as good, or you can interpret it as better because you have more confirmation. A failed short setup is technically a long. It's not good enough, though. The probability of that is much lower than down here. We're still under the 9. We're just chilling. Guys, feel free to fast forward it as well. This is boring, just sitting around. There's no live stream, so I can't even like talk to anyone. You know, I'm so lonely. Trading is lonely. That's part of why I've like gotten back into YouTube. I know like two people that actively, well, one person that actively trades the market, and two like traders in general. So there's not a lot of people to talk about the struggles of trading or like the kind of money that can appear and disappear. It's just normies don't quite get it. So yeah, YouTube's fun. See, like this isn't the Gucci long. Otherwise it would just be taking off like it did yesterday. Yesterday had to build some more volume in this area. And maybe it'll do the same thing, it just has to come a little lower instead of just consolidate higher, which it did yesterday. And then the day before that, same idea. Consolidate, 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 fucking take off. So today, SPX is holding very nicely. We're above the 9. We're chilling up near the highs. Like this technically is kind of a head and shoulders. Top of the range, decent short, but like who says it's going to break down? Who says it's not just consolidation from the bottom to head higher? And I think the long is the smart play. The daily. Who keeps calling me, bro? I'm trading. I'm trying to make up a loss for being a chimp. Stop calling me. The daily consolidation, breakout, pullback, bounce, right? Like, pretty simple. Okay, so that dip there got immediately bought up. People are thinking about the long, they just don't like the price. So we're going to hover. We're going to hover here until enough people get in. And I'm just going to have my thumb in my ass the whole time. And you guys can watch. Wow. So 5 minutes till the close of the hour. ES has a really big reversal setup. ES has got a huge reversal setup. So that's good. That'll bring the market up if we hold it. And if we don't, well then I'm not willing to take it. But that's why I have my order so low on NQ. I'm not preemptively long. I'm waiting for a really good price. I'll either get this or I won't. And this might be the last trade, because if I get stopped out and I'm back down to like minus 456, I'm gonna be done with the market today. So let's see what we get. First minute of this candle is about to close. Let's see it. Almost. Don't tell me that was the bottom. Don't get bought up now. Don't do it to me. No way that was the bottom and you're just gonna take off. No way, bro. No way. I don't believe it. Make one more low. One more low. One more low and I'll get filled. Otherwise, I kind of... I waited all that time just to miss it. Yeah, one more, a little more. There it is.
Order filled.
Order filled. Okay, now bounce. Give me like a quick 15 points. $85. Okay, we're at 95. Yeah. Give me a bounce. I want 97.
Order working.
Yeah, a little more. Go. Don't be afraid.
Order filled.
There it is. There it is, my friends. Hold on, cancel.
Order cancelled.
So before the hour, I'm taking it before confirmation on a higher time frame setup. Right? Because if ES doesn't close above this, which now it looks like it's going to, then the long is sketchy. And I'm just trying to scalp my way into profit. Let me guess, NQ's up another 10 points? No, not quite. So, okay, we're back to $72 on the day. Let's go. We can buy some food or something. You know, this feels a million times better than just the other videos where I'm just ripping it out of the gate, bing bang boom, $1,000 in 2 seconds. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, like all that shit, right? Like this feels better because that took a lot of discipline to go from down that much to waiting for a good setup to missing a good setup to taking a good setup, selling early, dealing with emotions, all of that shit. This feels way better being up only $72 than big bang boom, big dick, hot shot guy, right? And obviously that's nice because it's about the P&L, but this feels especially good. So, hour's about to close. 1 more minute. And, okay, so the level here, this is a long setup. Right, can you see that? Yeah, right there. Let me just move it down a little bit. This is a long setup. And then we're about to form another long reversal pattern on top of that long setup. And they're both on the hourly, so it's a very strong pattern. 30 seconds. So we have to close above the low of this candle, which is 42.22. And if we don't, well, even if we do, I'm hesitant to take this. And I know I shouldn't be because, like, it's a very valid long at the right time with the right amount of... There's just... I need a good price. I need a good price, that's it. And this is the Drool Zone, like, Gucci Gang price is down here at the lowest 5-minute reversal setup. But that's all the way back down here on the actual hourly. But there's another hourly long down here as well. So I don't know. That was the fill. That was the right price at 20.50, right? So that was the long trigger, but I'm not willing to. I don't know if I want to take any more risk right now with like a decent setup, a good setup even, but not like a perfect setup, especially after that trading. So I might just be done. I know you guys want to see me frickin' just rip it and pass the challenge today, but I don't think it's going to happen yet. And I'm going to allow myself to one trade tomorrow, or one trade by the end of the day, and that's it. Ooh, look at that rip. Nice little ripperoo. I'd already be antsy if I was long. I'd be thinking about taking it off here. I'd be searching for reasons to sell. But maybe we're just gonna break out. NASCRAC, big rip on the NASCRAC. See what I mean? My entries are just on point. I just sell that first rip, and then it pulls back, and then it breaks out further. But if it pulls back and then it keeps pulling back and stops me out, I don't want to be a part of that. That's the logic there, to get safely back to break even, and now I'm able to take that like fresh risk again. But we're not at the open. All the signals are kind of, they're okay, but like that rip might already be over. This rip might already be over. So what am I looking for? Later? maybe a lower price back down into here, 19 on ES or 16 on ES. On NQ, I don't know, dude. Like I said, all the way. What did I even say? All the way down at 40. Love that trade. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna head out. Thanks for watching. Peace.